Well, hello from the Crooked Pine Homestead. We're about getting ready to get things rocking here. You can see I got some tree equipment out here in my yard now. I don't know what the hell they call this thing. It's a combination bulldozer and looks like a lobster claw back here. That's what he drags the trees with. And they got a stager and loader right there. And they got this monstrosity right here. They take these big arms right here and they open up and they wrap around a tree, and then this big old saw blade down here with these carbide teeth on it. Cut the tree off right almost right at the surface of the ground, maybe about 3 inches above the ground, something like that. But he's already cut a few trees back here. This was the road to the pond, and they're cutting everything. I'm clearing off this whole back end back here. This is 3.5 to 4 acres, something like that. There's a big stump that he just took out. And he's going to come back and he's got this drill type stump grinder. It basically grinds the stump out from the center. It has a diamond shaped blade on it. And and then it's got a giant screw right in the very center of it. It's looks like about 6 to 8 inches long. But it starts screwing down into the center of that, and he just applies just a little bit of weight to it hydraulically, and then it just takes off and it just slowly grinds right down through the center of the. It doesn't throw the chips everywhere, it just leaves them basically right there in a little small pile. It's a lot easier to get to, clean up. Well, I see he's got a couple trees cut down right here. And he's got an area back over here. This is on the road heading to the pond. The pond is straight through there. And he cut off about midway through here and went in here and opened up a spot. Now he's got this gadget back here. There's a nice 16-inch. A lot of pine sap on it, booger. And he's got this gizmo that he chains up to these trees. And then he gets that other machine back there and he grips around one of these trees right here and he runs it across this thing and it takes all the limbs off of it. There's the pond. So I'm going to take that dam down all the way around the pond. I've got about 4 foot, about 4.5 feet of good soil back there. Get this chair out of here so they don't break it. I don't know how it got back there. All right, I think I'll carry this around and put it up on the back side of the pond. Yeah, the guy says that it's time to get all these trees off of his property because this is what I end up with, is a bunch of dead stuff. It's so wet back here, and these pine trees don't like sitting in the water, and it's always wet back here when it rains. Water sits up back here about 6-8 inches deep. Here's the back side of the pond where I cleared it off. I cut most of the trees down. I still got a couple over there on that corner. But I cut a bunch of stuff down in here. Just trying to grow back them sweet gums, man. I only stopped it off because I wanted to, when I start taking this dirt down, I want to just pull it out of the ground by its roots. So that's what I'm still going to do. I get all this cleared off. But this is all going to be bare land when he's through in here. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff like those, all these little trees right here are just garbage. They're no count for nothing. And they'll probably just end up going in a fire pile. I guess I could take these ribbons off these trees now because there's only one tree that's going to remain on this property, and that's a tree I have on the other side over there. It was the one tree that stands out. As a specimen. And that's basically what it is. It's a specimen tree. It's no count for a lumber mill. They wouldn't take it as pulpwood because of the size and diameter that it is. I think I got me a armadillo back on the property. He was out at the main fence line out there on the road, and I disturbed his area, and then he got up underneath a boat that I have over by my shed over there, and built him a house under there, and I got under there and filled it full of water and just kept filling it full of water, and he moved on. But now he's out here. Guess I'm gonna have to set a live trap. But anyway, just everything on this property, on this back wooded area back here, it's between 3.5 4 acres. I believe I already said that. And there's only one tree going to remain on the property in this area, and that's that tree right there. It's got that white ribbon tied around it. And so when we saw this tree, when we walked the property, there's another hole in the ground. So I might have more than one on the property. I'll have to keep an eye on that. But this tree right here with this white ribbon around it, if you look at it, I don't know if you can see it. I'm going to turn it sideways. But you can see how crooked it is. You couldn't make any boards out of it. It's so damn crooked all the way up to the top. This thing has bent and stretched its way to the top of the canopy. It's the tallest tree out here now. But it's probably, according to the guy, it's between 25 and 35 years old. And like the trees out on the front road, those trees, he says, are a good 50 years old. So we're keeping all those across the front of the property, and then we're keeping this pine tree right here. We named our place the Crooked Pine Homestead. And that's why we named it that. It's because of this one specimen tree here. But yeah, that's what it looks like right now. I'll show you in a week or two after he's out of here. He says it's probably going to be about a week and a half. And the heat index today, they're probably not going to work all that long today because the heat index today is 111. And that's not good to work in for anybody. All right. Well, we'll see y'all on the next one.